Hello everyone, welcome back to Periyar E.V Academy. This is Prelims Hacks topic of the day session. In this session, we will be discussing important topics which have high probability of being asked in UPSC Prelims 2025. So today's topic is Vaikom Satyagraha. Okay, so what is Vaikom Satyagraha? Why it is in news? The Vaikom Satyagraha was a historic non-violent temple entry protest that began on March 30, 1924. So it happened in 1924. As a result, it has completed 100 years of its completion. Okay, 100 years since it was completed. In Vaikom, which is a town in the princely state of Travancore, which is in present-day Kerala. It was aimed at securing the right of lower caste Hindus to enter the Vaikom Mahadeva temple, which had excluded them based on the caste discrimination. Okay, so it was basically a caste-based movement where lower caste fought against the upper caste, lower caste fought against their rights, fought for their rights against the upper caste, fought for the chance to enter into the temple. Okay, then the leaders and the support was given by T.K. Madhavan, K.P. Menon, and K. Kelappan, who is popularly known as Kerala Gandhi. These are the pioneers of the movement. T.K. Madhavan first raised the issue in 1917 through an editorial in his paper Deshabhimani. And then in 1921, the Travancore Congress Committee, which was led by T.K. Madhavan, launched the campaign for temple entry. Then the Kerala Provincial Congress Committee in 1923 INC session in Kakinada passed a resolution emphasizing anti-untouchability as a key issue. Okay, before the actual Vaikom Satyagraha, there have been efforts from these leaders, and George Joseph took over the leadership during the absence of Kesava Menon. Okay, so even the foreigners were also involved in this movement. Then E.V. Ramasamy, popularly known as Periyar, he was a key figure who mobilized volunteers and garnered public support. He was arrested and faced rigorous imprisonment during this movement. And Mahatma Gandhi also supported the mass agitation for temple entry in 1921. Then Sri Narayana Guru, under his Narayana Guru Dharma Pratiripalana Yagam, and Mannathu Padmanabhan and other leaders also supported the movement. Women leaders such as Nagammai, who is the Periyar's wife, and Kannammal played significant role in empowering the women. Okay, so these are the important leaders who were present in the Vaikom Satyagraha. And then about Vaikom Satyagraha, the protest was against the discriminatory exclusion of lower caste Hindus, especially Elavas or Ishavas, from accessing Vaikom Mahadeva temple. Okay, so how the movement went is, protest started when Govinda Panikkar, who is a Nayar, and Bhavliyan Ilava and Kunjappu Pulaya defied the prohibitory orders and entered the temple. Then participants were dressed in khadi and wore khadi caps embodying Gandhian principles. Then the Akalis of Punjab provided food to the Satyagrahis, and Christians and Muslim leaders also lent their support. Then movement lasted for 604 days, almost 2 years, and the Satyagraha was officially withdrawn on November 30th, 1925 after the consultations between Gandhi and W.H. Pitt, who was the then Police Commissioner of Travancore. And movement ended, so there should be some sort of outcomes. So the outcomes of the Vaikom Satyagraha were legal reforms and initiatives. The Temple Entry Proclamation of 1936 granted lower caste individuals access to temples in the Travancore region. Then there are also establishment of Travancore Public Service Commission to ensure fairness in government recruitment. and there was also division between Gandhi and Periyar during this movement. While Gandhi viewed the movement as part of his Hindu reformist agenda, Periyar saw it as a fight against caste-based oppression. For him, it was the reforming of Hindu religion, but for him, it was not the religion but the caste oppression. Okay, this was the main point of difference between Gandhi and Periyar, as well as Gandhi and B.R. Ambedkar. Okay, then Periyar was dissatisfied with the partial success of the movement. That is, only 3 out of 4 roads leading to the temple were open to all the castes, and one road was kept preserved for the Brahmins or higher caste. He eventually quit the Congress months after this moment. He found that there was caste-based discrimination among the Congress itself. So he decided to quit the party. Then, about the significance of Vaikom Satyagraha, played a key role or key moment in the struggle against caste-based discrimination, and also laid the foundation for subsequent social reforms in India. Then, the Satyagraha had far-reaching effects, drawing attention to the plight of the lower caste communities in Kerala and throughout India. Then, the movement played a significant role in galvanizing support for temple entry rights, contributing to social justice and anti-untouchability efforts. Okay, so similar to Vaikom Satyagraha, since Vaikom Satyagraha is in news, there can be questions on related caste-based or caste discrimination opposite movements in India. So other significant anti-caste movements in India and the leaders are, one was back in 1873, was led by Jyotiba Rao Phule in Maharashtra. The movement was called as Satya Shodak movement. It focused on emancipation of low caste, untouchables and widows. It opposed Brahminic oppression. So Jyotiba Phule also wrote many books such as Ishwara, Gulamgiri and other books, where he emphasized the victory of lower caste against the higher caste, or victory of the lower caste in achieving equal footing to the higher caste. In Gulamgiri, he compared movement in USA, where Afro-Americans or blacks were fighting against the whites, or fighting for their rights in the USA. He compared blacks of the USA and the Dalits and lower caste of India together, and he said that as under the Martin Luther King, they achieved equal rights. Even we are going to achieve the equal rights, and the time is going to be coming soon. Okay, just for your context. Then there was Justice Party movement in 1916. It was led by T.M. Nair, P. Tyagaraja Chettiar and C.N. Mudaliar, and later it was joined by Periyar as well. They fought against Brahminic control in the government, education and politics. They formed this Justice Party and also participated in the elections and won the Madras government multiple times. Then in 1924, depressed class movement led by B.R. Ambedkar focused on upliftment of depressed classes against the untouchability. The publication of the Marathi newspaper, that is Bahishkrita Bharat, in 1927 as part of his movement. And then in 1925, there was a famous self-respect movement which was started by E.V. Ramasamy. He wrote many books such as Vidutalai, Ekutarapu, Kudiyarasu in Tamil, where he emphasized the victory of lower caste against the higher caste, where he mobilized lower caste to pick up arms and fight for their rights. Instead of against, we can use fight for their rights. Opposed the caste system and Brahminical biases. He established the Kudiyarasu journal in 1910. Okay, so these are some important moments during the national movement, where they were anti-caste movements or anti-oppression movements. Okay, so this ends our video for today. With this, I will end the video. Jai Hind.